Alright, we're on 185, okay? This is one of the questions on your study guide. But one of the things we've been talking about this whole topic is the U.S. Constitution, okay? It's very important, some of the key figures that we know who helped, write and, really construct the U.S. Constitution. So I want you to read, okay, or I'll read, and we'll just kind of mention, okay, this person and kind of just, recognize this person as being very important, okay? The next to last paragraph, okay, it says, besides Washington and Franklin, okay? Let's start there, okay? Whenever it says besides Washington, who do you think that's talking about? George Washington, very good, okay? He was, at that point in time in the Constitutional Convention, he was the president of the Constitutional Convention, not of the United States yet, okay, but of the convention, okay? Who do you think it's talking about whenever it says Franklin? Benjamin Franklin, very good, okay? He had been an entrepreneur, but he was very, very key in the declaring of independence. He was very key in the spreading of information for independence. He was very key in the Independence War and convincing France to join the U.S. Okay, so these are two key figures, right, in that process. Okay, so besides Washington and Franklin, two men from Philadelphia also had key roles in the process. Okay, James Wilson did important work on the details of the Constitution, and Governor Morris polished the final draft. Okay, now let's make sure we pay attention to this part. Okay, Virginian James Madison, who was a keen supporter of strong national government, okay, kept a record of the convention's work. Okay, now we answered a couple questions on one of our reading activities. Okay, but do y'all remember there was two groups? Okay, Federalist and Anti-Federalist. Do y'all remember who supported the new Constitution and who didn't? Who supported the new Constitution? Federalists. They wanted this new strong government. Okay, and then Anti-Federalists did not support the new Constitution. Okay, so James Madison was a supporter of the strong national government. He was a Federalist. Okay, Madison is often called what? What does it say right there? Often called the. Eileen, can you say that again? Father of the Constitution. Okay, it's very important that we note that. Okay, James Madison is often considered the father of the Constitution because he was the author of the basic plan of government that the convention adopted. So although there were 55 men, okay, in this courthouse in Philadelphia, okay, on a hot summer, okay, 1787, James Madison is kind of considered one of the key figures and obviously the father of the Constitution. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that we note that, okay, and know that. All right. So, all right, who is the father of the Constitution? Who's the father of the Constitution? Perfect. Okay. All right. What I want you to do now, go ahead and turn to page 211. Okay, turn to page 211. Okay. On 211, what does it say at the top of page 211? Bentley? Alright, we're reviewing the first government in the U.S. Constitution. Okay? So, for some basic things, and really three things that we've talked a lot about this topic. Constitution. Okay? Okay? Are the first three articles. Okay, so right there, if you look in your chart, okay, at the top of the chart, it says U.S. Constitution, branches of government, and civil rights. Okay, so we've tried to talk about the first three branches, the first three articles of the Constitution. Okay, so what in the first three articles of the Constitution, if we remember, they talk about the three branches of government. Okay, so what branch of government does Article 1 talk about? If you could raise your hand and tell me what branch of government Article 1 talks about. Delilah? Awesome. Okay. We're going to go art, right? normal numbers, or are those some other type of numbers? They're Roman numerals, okay? So Article 1 talks about the legislative branch. Wonderful. Okay? Article 2 talks about which branch of government? Tori? The executive branch. That is perfect. And Article 3 talks about what branch? Somebody else? Kylan? Is that you or Miracle? Okay. Who? You want to try? Judicial. Perfect. Very good. Very good. Very good. 3 syllables. Right? Judicial. Okay. Let's break it down. Be good. My marker is going. Okay. All right. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Now, okay, let's look at, okay, who is basically at the top of those branches, okay? So Article 1, the legislative branch, okay? Who is at the top of the, U.S. or federal legislative branch, okay? It has, let's see if y'all can answer this. What type of legislature does it have? Meaning 2 houses. Bicameral. Very good. It has a bicameral legislature, meaning there are 2 houses. Okay? Does anybody know what those 2 houses, whenever you put them together, is called? It's not, no? Not whenever you put 2 houses together. That's good though. Okay? But the 2 houses, okay? Let's start with this. What are the 2 houses? Do what? Senate and the House of Representatives. Very good. Okay? Senate and House of Representatives. Okay? Whenever you put those 2 together, okay, a lot of people call it, it's a CON word. It's not the Constitution. Okay? Congress. Perfect. Okay? Whenever you put those 2 together, it is called Congress. Okay? Now, who is at the head of the executive branch? Who raise their hand and tell me that? Somebody said, I know, I like how you're there, okay? Let's look at our book. Let's look at that chart, okay, right? It says Article 2 of the Constitution, okay? Explains the executive branch. Who's at the head of it? Ariel, please take your hood off. Thank you. What did you say, Alexia? What did you say? That is correct. Okay, the president is at the head of the executive branch. Okay, don't be shy. The president, okay? And who is the president's basically right-hand person? Vice president, okay, or VP, okay? Now they also have what's called the President's Selection Cabinet, okay? Which is a group of leaders, okay, that he surrounds himself with, that he or she, okay? They get advice from them, okay? And then one of the largest parts of the executive branch is called the bureaucracy, okay? Bureaucracy. Okay? That includes U.S. Postal Service, Internal Revenue Service, a lot of other very big organizations that help execute the laws, okay? All right, who's at the head of the judicial branch? Who said that? Eileen or Miracle? You said that? Good. Very good. Supreme Court. Okay? Supreme Court is the head of the judicial branch. Very good. Okay? How many justices are on the Supreme Court? You all see that? Does it say it right there? Does anybody know? How many justices are on the Supreme Court? Or judges? I don't think it says it right there. Does anybody know? 9. There's 9. And they serve for life. Okay? Alright, let's look at some powers. Okay? Look at the powers of the legislative branch. So if you're on 211, right, it would say powers. What powers, okay, does the legislative branch have? Anthony? What's the power of the legislative branch? No, that's not the judicial branch. Okay, let's look at Article 1 of the Constitution, that first column. Colin? Very good. Coining money, establishing trade, and especially interstate, between states, okay? Interstate trade, okay? Maintaining the armed forces, okay? So they have the power to declare war, okay? But let's look at the executive branch. The executive branch, one of the president's main jobs, okay, it's the last one under executive branch, he serves as the what? Commander-in-Chief. Sorry, oh, you had your hand raised, okay? Commander-in-Chief. Meaning what? He is the head of the military. Okay, he is the head of the military. Okay? What other powers does the executive branch have? Talia? Wait back there? Yeah? What other powers does the executive branch have? Colin? Wonderful. Negotiating treaties with foreign governments. Okay, very good. Torian. And naming ambassadors. Okay. They also appoint federal judges. Okay. Appoint justices. Federal justices. All right, Supreme Court. Okay. Supreme Court, one of their main powers, okay, has the power of, it's called judicial something. Yes, power of judicial review. Does anybody know what that means? If you don't, that's okay. Okay. Through judicial review, okay, they can declare acts of the president or of the legislature unconstitutional. Okay? Please sit down. Okay? If they do not like something that the legislature, or not that if they don't like it, it's not that if they don't like it or not. Okay, that's irrelevant. Okay? If they think that it is unconstitutional, okay? If Congress has passed a law, okay, Supreme Court says it's unconstitutional, okay, they can declare it unconstitutional. If the president does something, or the executive branch as a whole enforces a law in a way that's unconstitutional, they can declare that unconstitutional. Okay? All right.
Teachers, please pardon the interruption. Any 7th grader that needs to pick up their MacBook in the library for being repaired, and 8th grader that needs their MacBook can go to the library at this time. Thank you.
All right. What's on that last column on the right on that page? What's that say?
The Bill of Rights.
Wonderful. The Bill of Rights. Okay? The Bill of Rights is the first what? In the Constitution. First 10 what?
Amendment.
Perfect. Does anybody know what amendment is? An amendment is a change. Okay? Changes to the Constitution. They're the first 10 changes to the Constitution. Okay? It gives us our individual rights, okay, as citizens. Okay? What is one of the main things, okay, it does? What does it say? It protects who?
Individual rights.
Yes. Who is it protecting individuals from? Yes. Okay, it is protecting individuals from a overpowerful government. Okay, why would they do that? Okay, Great Britain, okay, before the United States was founded, okay, had been an overpowerful government. Not only Great Britain, there had been governments in the past that had been too powerful. Okay, so they wanted to protect individuals from that overbearing power, right? Okay. Do we remember from our bell ringer, okay, and also was on the board earlier, okay, some of the, just in the First Amendment, some of the rights that you're granted or freedoms that you're granted. Can you name one, Bentley? Freedom of religion. Freedom of speech, perfect. What else? Yes. Freedom of the press, very good. Anybody else? Torian?
Freedom to assemble in groups and protest.
Perfect. Freedom to assemble, or freedom of assembly, as some people call it. And then what's the last one? Does anybody remember? P word. Okay, we've already got the press. That's very good, though. That's good, though. Okay. It's not protest. Some people would consider assembly protesting. Okay. No. You're free from unfair punishment. Freedom to petition the government. Okay? And I don't know if it says it right there or not. Okay? But you can petition the government. If something, if you don't like the way things are, okay, and you can get enough people to, you can say in clear verbiage, this is what we would like to be changed. You get enough people to sign it, you can bring that to the government, okay, and they may have to do, depending on what level of government it is, okay, you have to get a certain amount of signatures and a certain amount of backing, okay, but you can maybe affect change that way, okay, by petition, okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do a Blooket, okay. I want you to go ahead and get your laptops out, okay, and I will put the code up on the board. I'll be respectful. Do I get the laptop back? You might have any more trash.
They probably updated. I couldn't hear you. I didn't know what you said. To legally.
Make sure it's a name. Really, it should just be your name, but I need to definitely be able to tell who it is just by reading. Should.
You know, spell my name.
I've got about 4 of y'all who are not in yet.
You should be me? No, I got a 55 in English, a 62 in science, a 44 in math, a 75 in pre-Spanish, a 90 in art. I only got a 50 in band. I'll tell you, $20. 80 in science, 100 in PE.
Yes.
I'm not doing that riding car. But I'm gonna have to because I'm not finna get the hell.
Got it. Good.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Hey, who's not in?
I'm in.
Nobody in?
Social studies at 8. That's okay.
Why do you have a Christmas?
Hey, I should have 15 people in there.
It's not Christmas.
I didn't know she meant it was on my grade. That she ain't finished that freaking riding car film.
Who's not in?
It's a rocket.
Alexia.
It's not a
Alexa's in. Okay.
Well,
Delilah, are you? Come on,
oh
man.
my god.
Just add like your last initial.
It just completed flesh blood so cheap to try. What do you know about factories? Workers are terrible. Huh? What'd you put on yours? Cause I don't know what this is talking about. I know that some factory make no, it's a network. I know that some factory make cereal like Post. They be cheating up on this game. No.
Hey, be respectful. Don't be shouting out people's passwords. Okay. Not do that.
I'm good at guessing. What? My name is. This is my password. What is the process called that ensures that no one branch becomes too powerful? I don't know what that is. What is an idea for a wall call? Oh, Bill. The executive branch main job is to enforce laws on the country. I just did. You just did this one? Who's that game? Oh, really? Ooh.
Let me be quiet.
Yes.
I got nothing and I do that. Exactly. Oops, I think. Well, I'm right.
So legally, no, crazy now.
Let's go.